My story starts when I was about 4 to 6 years old. My name is Lauren, and the story occurred at the first house I lived in. It was a one-story blue house with a creepy-ass shed in the back. The backyard was very large. You could at least fit 3 other houses in the backyard. The backyard will have a purpose later on. The first paranormal experience I had was when I was about 4 years old. I was half asleep one morning laying on my bed. Then I felt my feet and the blanket around it get pushed down. I opened my eyes because I thought it was my mom, but I was wrong. There was no one there, but I still felt the pressure on my feet. Then all of a sudden, it lifted. I was confused, but what could I do? I got out of bed and sat in our living room. I hugged my stuffed bear and looked down to it and kissed it. When I looked back up, I saw a white mist. It slowly gained features, and it was an older woman. She had a nightgown, a bun in her hair, and she had no shoes. I freaked the fuck out and tucked my head between my knees. I quickly looked back up, and she was gone. I told no one. After that, things got out of hand. My name was screamed in the voices of people who were gone, shadow creatures, things being dragged, thrown, etc. My stuff disappearing, and creatures that attacked friends and family. Fast forward about 3 years. My parents got divorced when I was 8. Me, my brother, and father moved out of the house to our grandpa and grandma's house, which is now my aunt's. Both our grandparents died soon after we moved in, and my dad dated a woman named Tina. It didn't work out. He then met a woman named Shari, who is now my stepmom. We moved to her house, and before we did, I will always remember seeing my grandfather's face in the mirror in the bathroom of their house. My mom was kicked out of the old house, and now others live there. All I have to say is, I hope they're happy in that house, haunted by my great-grandmother, multiple dogs that were poisoned, shadow creatures, and name-calling ghosts. A little bit of backstory. My boyfriend had a girlfriend who committed suicide a few months before we started dating. Also, my sister died a week before the one happened. Keep in mind, my memories are slightly fuzzy on these facts. One night, I was up at almost 11, and I had finally decided to sleep, but I wasn't the most tired. I had a test the next day and wanted to have a good night's sleep, and soon I felt as if I wasn't alone, but I ignored it. Every night, I had my TV on so that made me feel good, and I slightly opened my eyes a little and noticed a figure. Short blonde hair, maybe a blue sweater with even designs, standing right in front of me. Considering I almost fell asleep, I didn't think much of it, so I closed my eyes again. But not even seconds later, I popped open my eyes and quickly turned on the lamp. I looked back over at the spot and they were gone. No signs of anyone there. And I went back to sleep a few hours before I had to wake up. Okay, this is the second time. One morning, my alarm went off and I went to turn it off, and when I did, I noticed my friend texted me saying school was canceled. Keep in mind, I like to stay up late as hell, and because of that, I decided to go back to sleep. I slept a few more hours until I woke up maybe at 8 or later, still fuzzy. And I was still tired, so I tried to sleep again. When I shut my eyes, I started to notice it was very cold in my bedroom. And this was really weird considering my bedroom was so hot I didn't have on pants. And then I noticed it wasn't only cold. It felt as if there were gusts of wind in my bedroom. I slightly opened my eyes, and I was still half asleep. But right in front of me was a figure. It looked like the one from last time. Blonde hair, blue sweater, everything. The disturbing part was, I remember my bedroom door not only being open, but the light on. But there was nothing outside my door, just a bright yellow light, and the entity was running, not walking. Running towards me. Once I closed my eyes and opened them back up, my door was closed. My room was hot again, and I was alone. I have a theory. It was my boyfriend's ex seeing me for some godforsaken reason. If I saw her eyes, though, I'd know it's her. Why? Because she had purple, not contacts, eyes. And if it wasn't her, then I'm worried. Hell, I already am.